and say that I do believe in aliens. I don't believe there's any way, shape or form that we are alone in this universe. And if you don't believe there is extraterrestrial life in the universe, you can just suck my... Anyway, welcome back to my channel. What do you think of when I say Area 51? The first thing that might come to mind is aliens, right? But where on earth did this association come from? After the CIA officially acknowledged the existence of the site in 2013, its true purpose was revealed, and this didn't include any link to aliens or alien spaceships. With this acknowledgement came the release of documents that revealed the site's use, which just declassifies the alien theory altogether. But another 13 years on, and we still believe the truth is being hidden. So if there were never aliens at Area 51, then why do we still believe there are? Area 51 is located at Groom Lake, which is a dry salt flat in southern Nevada, and was established in 1955 during the height of the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union. Its purpose was to test top-secret aircraft to spy on the Soviets without being detected, and the isolation of the Nevada desert offered the privacy needed to undertake these projects. Two such examples of these are the U-2 spy plane, which could fly above 70,000 feet and reduce the risk of surprise nuclear attack, as well as the SR-71 Blackbird, which could fly over 80,000 feet and could outrun missiles and gather intel faster and safer than any aircraft before or since. And just for comparison, commercial airlines at the time could only reach altitudes of 10 to 12,000 feet. So the initial reason for the secrecy behind Area 51 was to avoid the Soviets finding out about the existence of these planes, and as a result, employees had extremely high-level security clearances, which makes sense, obviously. So if we actually look at some of the context, we can start to understand how the UFO craze emerged. As we've seen, the U-2 was able to reach altitudes of 70,000 feet, which was 7 times higher than commercial planes. They also moved much faster and had unfamiliar shapes. Then you had the high altitude of these aircraft reflecting sunlight in unusual ways, so people saw sudden bright flashes and lights that appeared to turn on and off, and when at a distance, the planes could appear as a floating, glowing object. And this wasn't helped by the fact that early radar systems were easily fooled by weather, terrain, and the atmosphere, producing false or impossible-looking targets. And when pilots were specifically trained to expect certain things in the air, they would judge something as that one, if it didn't match known aircraft behaviour. So, I mean, I don't think we can really blame people for making up stories, because they were just trying to make sense of what they were seeing, and in the absence of that comprehension, they interpreted it in the only way they could, right? Another reason we can't blame people for this narrative is the fact that the government lies all the time. The US government denied the existence of Area 51 for decades, which we now know, or I guess have always known, was a complete lie. It was this silence that spurred on the conspiracy theories we still believe in today. In July 1947, the Roswell Daily Record reported that the Roswell Army Airfield had captured a flying saucer, but within 24 hours, the military reversed its statement, claiming it was simply debris from a weather balloon. This sudden retraction created suspicion amongst the public, to say the very least, and it was this event that caused a wave of conspiracy theories about Area 51 later on. Despite initial interest, the Roswell incident was basically forgotten about until the 70s, which I had no idea about, at which time the Air Force was being accused of storing alien bodies and ships at Hangar 18, a supposed building within Area 51. And in the 80s, the publication of the Roswell Incident book revived the idea that Roswell was the origin of these strange alien happenings. Inevitably, this caused an explosion of tabloid articles because we all know the press loves a good story. And even to this day, this theory continues to be played on in films and TV, keeping the conspiracy very much alive. Shockingly, or I guess not shockingly, intelligence agencies actually encouraged the alien mythology to cover up the weapons they were testing at Area 51. The intense focus on alien bodies and ships allowed the military to operate in secrecy, and in 2025, the Pentagon revealed that military officials intentionally spread rumours, planted evidence of aliens, and provided false briefings to hide secret weapon programs from other countries. Sounds like the US government. Only a year before that, though, 2024 reports from the Pentagon claimed that investigations found no evidence of extraterrestrial technology at any US government locations. In 2013, as we know, the CIA officially acknowledged the existence of Area 51 as a top secret testing site and not a UFO base. Its establishment for testing covert aircraft was revealed, thereby informing the public that what they believed were UFO sightings were actually much more mundane in nature. Despite this reveal, though, many still believed the government was hiding another truth they didn't ever want to be leaked to the wider world. After so many years of government denial, people believe the 2013 release was only half the story, and that the real secrets are still hiding in more secure parts of the site. For many, a denial from the government reinforces the suspicion of a cover-up, which, I completely agree with, right? If you're being lied to for so long, suddenly they're going to be telling the truth. It's almost like it's too good to be true, so we're always going to be doubtful once that loyalty's been betrayed, right? It's like a relationship, you know? You also have eyewitness accounts from employees such as Bob Lazar, who says he reverse engineered alien spacecraft and spoke of things like anti-gravity propulsion and medical photographs of aliens. And I do think to an extent we want there to be aliens at Area 51. I know I do. Imagine not being the only ones in this universe. Like, how truly incredible and terrifying would that be at the same time? There is a lot of emotional comfort from believing this, and this sentiment is illustrated in TV shows and movies, so it's not only representing what the public believe, but it perpetuates the idea like a conspiracy cycle. And I guess this brings me to a nice conclusion here, that this whole conspiracy shows a lot about humanity and what is important to us. Although it would be terrifying to know that there is extraterrestrial life out there, and possibly on our planet, it is a true comfort to a species trying to make sense of the universe and our place in it. The chances of it just being us is very slim, so, I don't think it's a leap to believe that something is being covered up here, especially with current events where it's been proven that the people in power lie to protect themselves, so how could this be any different? And that is the story of Area 51. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other mysteries or conspiracies you'd like me to look into, then please do let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.